Hey there viewers, it's Chilly on back again with another unboxing and first impressions video. And today I shall be unboxing 4 things, those being Cyberworld Starscream, Snarl, Elita-1, and Armor's Cyber Changer Optimus Prime. So, we're going to start off with Starscream. And, well, Starscream is pretty much the main antagonist of the latest episode as of recording. And, honestly, I love how this guy is depicted in Cyberworld, because he's pretty much the ruler of Cyber City, and he literally calls himself Emperor Starscream. Like, dude, that's amazing. Kind of wish he had a crown molded on, but I guess that would spoil his role in the show, but eh. But anyway, we've got the standard Cyberworld packaging for the smaller cyber changes. So yeah, we got Starscream right there, both modes. Standard figure. 4 steps. And rather unfortunately, when I got this guy, there was some random sticker on the back that, well, peeling that off kind of ruined the back. Yeah, thanks Amazon. But we can still kind of see the figure right here. Got being Elita right here. So, yeah. And I guess looking at the others, Snarl, pretty much the same thing. And with Snarl, well, technically he's only been seen once when he's with Grimlock, but he seems to be following the others right now. Like, he's currently, like, stalking Prime being Elita. So, who knows what he's up to right now in the show. But it is cool that Snarl is appearing. I'm not sure if we'll see, like, the other Dinobots. Like, maybe we'll get, like, Swoop. Like, I don't know. But yeah, standard box. Again, 4 steps. If I'm to make an assumption, I'm pretty sure he's going to transform like Galvatron and Megatron. And of course, the back. Got Galvatron and Skybite right there. Elita, who's pretty much become the like 3rd wheel in the show. Got 3 steps here, and she's actually a boat. Like, okay. I mean, she's been a bike before, she's been an SUV. But now she's a boat. So there's that. In the back, we got Starscream and Bumblebee. So there's that. And finally, the big, like, Optimus Prime, that's the armored one. And we can see that, yeah, he's not taking his form in the show right now. Maybe he will, like, halfway through. I don't know, maybe as he, like, levels up. I don't know. But we can see that he doesn't have a mouth plate here. So, okay. Got the weapon here. See how that works later. And of course, the back, 2 steps. So it's going to be the like, pull arm style transformation. And we got how the weapon works. So essentially, move the wings out, and the guns just split open. We've got Chop Chop, Beat, and Elita. So yeah. But let's start by opening Starscream here. And of course, be safe with knives. And we got some, I'm pretty sure that's just it's just a whole band just going around the entirety of the legs. So it's not as hard as Skybite, thankfully. And here we have Starscream. And unfortunately the wings don't fold back, so that's kind of annoying. But oh well. But yeah, Starscream was how Starscream should normally look. And yeah, unfortunately, we got Starscream here with no null rays. Like, we have ports here for null rays, just No null rays. Weird, but oh well. Trying to cut this open so we can get the instructions out. There we go. So, just trying to grab. There we go. Got the instructions. And we also have the useless white paper, I'm pretty sure, do we? Okay, yeah, it's in here. There we go. So we can close all this back up. There we go. And is there any bits of like plastic tie here? No, there's not. So let's look at Starscream. Now, I'm pretty sure Mirage is also going to use this mold, but here we have it as Starscream. And yeah, it's a pretty nice little Starscream. I kind of would have preferred if he had like the little Starscream symbol on his shoulder like he does in the show, but oh well. But yeah, this is pretty nice. Again, articulation is pretty much just this, but this does look pretty nice. Would have preferred if he came with null rays, but yeah. Well, let's see how he transforms. So we got the instructions here. So yeah, we can see that clunks together, the nose cone up. And essentially, yeah, we just get all that pushed in. So let's see if we can actually do that. So we close up the legs, lift up the nose cone, and yep, we can see the hinges working. So just try and get all this in. And let's see, do these go in here? I'm pretty sure. So yeah, typical like arms push in style of transformation. So here we have the jet mode, and one thing I've noticed is I like the wings. Like it's kind of like B-movie Starscream or TF1 Starscream where the wings are kind of folded downwards. Although unfortunately there's no landing gear, but oh well. It's like a sort of auto-morphing kid's toy. I guess that's to be expected, but can transform back. We're just going to untap the arms, pull these out to start the transformation. There we go. Push that in. So yeah. It's kind of one of the more complicated ones. Because like you literally have to, yeah, like you have to transform the nose cone as well. Yeah, and trying to get these arms pushed in is kind of fiddly. But yeah, it is manageable. And you have to just get these back bits into here as well. So yeah. Overall, like, they're not bad, although I don't think this is my favorite one. Just gonna transform again. Also, I kind of wish that the wings also transformed, like if they folded up. Just try and transform this. think something's stuck. There we go. This arm was pulled out a bit too much. So, yeah. Oh, there we go. I think I found a knack to doing this. So I just moved the nose going down here. And then, there we go. I found the trick to doing this properly, I think. Because of everyone, there's always like a trick to doing it quickly. Like with B and just Wheeljack and Chop Chop, you pull in the arms. With this guy, what you do, you just pull down on the nose cone. So yeah. So, let's do that again. So yeah. Found a way to quickly transform him. So I think we've spent enough time on Starscream. Let's move on to the next one. That being Snarl. And honestly, I do kind of like Snarl in the show. Although, like, he's only appeared for, like, what, one episode? And, for, like, currently he's only, like, what, appearing in cameos, like, stalking the other characters. I'm sure, like, he's planning something, like, he's gonna report back to Grimlock or something. I don't know. But, anyway, let's get this guy out. And, I can already tell this guy's gonna have a Megatron / Galvatron style transformation. And of course, there's some right down by the legs. Come on. Oh, there we go. So that's Snarl himself. And he kind of looks like a junkie on. I'm sure that was the intent because we got some pipes here. So it looks like what Snarl with some junkie on. And of course, we can't forget about the tail. And let's just quickly get the instructions cut out. Well, I've got the instructions out. And I use a bit of paper again. But for Snarl himself, well, with the little tail here that he can hold. So he's got a little club weapon here. That's pretty cool. And yeah, he doesn't really transform like most Snarls do, because the head's on his chest, for one thing. So yeah. And he doesn't look like a Snarl, to be honest. Because again, he's got Junkion colors. But yeah. And of course, transformation. As I expected, it's the Megatron style transformation. Or if anything, it's more Galvatron. So yeah. Well, of course, the articulation is pretty much, yeah, that goes forward. You can kick forward. It's got knees. Yeah, not much else to say here. Guess he can also T-pose, but let's get to the transformation. So we close the back plates here. And the rest is just Galvatron. So we activate this. Get the arms tabbed in. Transform the legs. And just try and get this tabbed in without activating the transformation again. So, here we have Snarl. And honestly, I do like the little Stegosaurus mode. Although he does have the issue that Galvatron and Megatron have, where the little hands are just right there. So, yeah. But, yeah, not really much else to say here. It's the Galvatron transformation where the legs just fold around. Did it clip in? I'm trying to see the clip in. I don't think they do. But yeah, then the tail comes off. Then the torso just transforms. So yeah. That's pretty much it for Snarl. I'm sure I'll have him like riding Grimlock. So, let's move on to Elita-1. Because she transforms in 3 steps. And she's a freaking speedboat. So, how's this gonna work? So, let's just start off by getting her out of here. Okay, there's one right around the torso here. There we go. Huh. It's a... Oh, it's probably this, because you can see the spring there. So, of course, getting her instructions out. There we go. And what about that bit of paper? Can I get the... There's a bit of paper in there. There we go. So yeah, so for Elita-1 here, I think she's probably the most different out of everyone, because, well, she doesn't look to be using the... Okay, I take that back. Yeah, that looks to be the same mechanism that the rest use for the arms. Well, let's look at the instructions quickly. So yeah, click the legs together. Okay, so we just collapse all of that in, and then... Okay. So she's probably going to be... I think... Yeah, she looks to be the most one step out of all of them. Okay. And yeah, transformation is pretty much just going to be trying to get the legs together, if I can do that. And then literally just compressing her in, if I can do that. Oh. It's probably how it's... Let's try and do that first. Okay, that's pretty much the boat mode. And honestly, it looks fine. still pretty much have the robot just folded it underneath here, but okay. I do like how they try to hide the face of every single one, because they normally never do that, so that's kind of appreciated. And Elita-1 is a boat. I think the last thing they did that was like what? Like the old BotCon figure? If anything, this is probably a throwback to that. So, yeah. And transformation back. I'm pretty sure I just... There we go. So, that's boat mode, and for robot mode. So, yeah. Okay, that one is kind of fun. And now, let's move on to Armored Cyberchanger Optimus. Now, like that small Cyberchanger B, he does not look like this in the show. Well, maybe he's going to upgrade to this at some point. I have no idea. But anyway. So I'm just going to start cutting here. Again, be safe. There we go. So here we have Optimus. And honestly, I do like how this looks. And of course, we can already tell how this is going to transform, but anyway, let's try and get this cut out, which... That actually... Okay, that looks like it's going to be a bit of a problem. Did the guns themselves come off? And it doesn't look like it. Which I guess is a good thing, because if they did, it would be stolen from the shop. But how am I going to do this? Okay, that's one. Okay, there we go. And trying to get the instructions out. Oop. Okay, there we go. And the standard paper. Oh, there we go. And a bunch of these little bloody plastic tie things. Can we please go back to the little paper rope things that we had back in, like, what? Legacy Evolution? Can we go back to that, please? But yeah, that's pretty much him cut out. So yeah. So if I bring in the standard Cyberchanger Prime. Oh, I was just trying to grab him from the top of my shelf. But bring him in. We can see that this is how he looks in the show. So we can see that the blues are a lot brighter. And we can see that this guy doesn't have a window chest. Okay, that's very rad. It's kind of, if anything, this is kind of Transformers Armada with the way that the chest is not the window, but it's instead the grill. Which, okay. Maybe this was intended to be a different character, but they just made it Prime. Like, I don't know. Anyway, of course, we know how this transforms. Like, this has a full-on unique transformation that no one else uses. Whereas with this... Oh, hang on. Yeah, like, whereas with this looks like it's going to be using the Bumblebee style transformation. But, first of all, let's look at this. So, it's a gun with wings. And do I pull back on this? Okay, yeah. So that closes up the gun barrels and lifts up the entirety of the... it lifts the wings and it closes up the gun barrel. So I think that's how I'm going to display it in this mode. So can this actually plug in? Oh, no, there we go. So we can see it with the gun. Like, I can see... Well, shit. Like, I can see him getting this gun at some point in the show. Like, will he upgrade to this entire form? I have no idea. Like, I'm starting to have doubts about Galvatron and Shop appearing, but... Hey, who knows? But anyway, let's see how he transforms. So... Yeah, that's how the gun works. So yeah, standard transformation. So essentially, it's the Bumblebee transformation. So close this up. And there you go. Oh. And we got this Power Master Ironhide looking vehicle modes, if I'm being honest. Like, I can see this being retooled into Ratchet or Ironhide. So, and of course we can plunk this on top. Like that. This is giving me Iron Fist vibes. So yeah. But honestly, this vehicle mode does look pretty cool. Even if it does just remind me of Ironhide or Iron Fist. And of course, transformation. You just pull in the arms to get started. And we just move the chest down. So yeah. And honestly, each figure today has had a really unique transformation. Even if some of them have been reused from other... Like, some of them have been reused from other figures. Like, Snarl reuses Megatron and Galvatron style transformation. This guy reuses Wheeljack's transformation. But still, each one's pretty unique. Like, Starscream, for example. Like, you have to transform the nose cone. And then we just fold him up. And yeah, Starscream's jet mode, honestly, I think it looks pretty cool. Snarl, I like the robot mode, it looks very Junkion-esque. And for his transformation, I mean, I do like the Megatron style transformation, so... Just, again, be careful. Just be careful not to lose the tail, otherwise the beast mode's not going to work. Now for Elita, I think hers is the most unique out of all of them, because you literally just squish her up. Trying to get the arms like tabbed in. I can actually find where they're meant to go in. And then this little boat bit comes down. And sure, Prime transformation has been reused, as I've said, but that vehicle mode, like, I can see this being reused for, like, Ratchet or Ironhide or Iron Fist. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a Cyberworld Iron Fist, but I can see him doing an Ironhide from this. Plus, look at the gun. Like, you can see how that works. But out of these four, which one's my favorite? Probably either Prime or Starscream. Like, I love Elita's transformation, but I kind of find this to be a bit finicky, like the front bit there. Like, Prime for the vehicle mode alone, and Starscream for the way he transforms. Because look at this. Like, if I move the nose cone down, and then just... Oh. You see that? That's actually rather satisfying. Like, I hope we get a Cyberworld Thundercracker or a Skywarp. This would be nothing in the leaks, but like, I can hope. Hopefully this line does continue for a couple of years, so we get like Thundercracker and Skywarp from this guy. Least favorite, I'm unfortunately just gonna have to say Snarl, because like, I do like this transformation, but I think it fits the least on Snarl. Like, it makes sense why he has this transformation, but honestly, I think Megatron's one does it a bit more coherently. Like, it's easier to grab the arms and move them down for the transformation. And with Galvatron, you had the wings to move for the transformation. But with Snarl here, it's a bit fiddly to try and do this step where you're trying to transform the head. So, yeah. But I still do like Snarl. Elita, I absolutely love, because look at this transformation. So, yeah. That kind of reminds me of a rescue bot, to be honest. And Prime, I just love that vehicle mode. Like, come on, look at it. So, let me just get this transformed. There we go. So, just getting this plug back in. There we go. So, which ones would I recommend? Which ones would I not recommend? Starscream, I would definitely recommend because that transformation is fun. Snarl, I would probably recommend if you have Grimlocks so they can, like, go together. Elita, definitely recommend because the transformation is really fun. And Prime, honestly, I can see him doing, like, a Ratchet from this guy, because I think Ratchet's in the leaks, if I remember correctly. So maybe wait for that, because I think the Prime that we have right now in the show, that works way better for Prime. So, yeah. So maybe, like, wait for this guy to become Ratchet or someone else, but this is still a good mold. But yeah, honestly, I'm really liking Cyberworld. like, at first I thought it was just gonna be another stupid dumb kiddie line. Like, for example, like, Spark is a really good line. Do not get me wrong. Spark is really good, but some of the toys were just Cyberverse toys repainted, whereas with this, everyone in the show so far has had toys. So you can just pick up one of your favorite character. You can do it with Spark. So yeah, I am really liking this line. And I'm really excited for future figures such as like Mirage, who I can't get yet, or that big G2 Megatron from freaking Last Night Hounds. So yeah. So this has been my first impressions on Cyberworld Starscream, Snarl, Elita-1, and Optimus Prime. And this is Charlie Young signing off.